Coming up on the Tiger Basketball Report, head coach Pat Skerry and I will be taking a look at the Tigers' first conference games of the year against William & Mary and Hofstra. Later in the show, we'll preview the Tigers' next games against UNC Wilmington and James Madison. Stick around, fans. The Tiger Basketball Report begins now. Hello, Tiger fans, and welcome into the Towson Sports Network studios for this week's episode of the Tiger Basketball Report. I'm your host, Spiro Morekas. This past week, the Tigers kicked off their conference schedule with a 76-69 win over the Tribe of William & Mary. Let's take a look at the highlights from the Tigers' CAA opener.
There's a spin move by Cone, turns, shoots from 7, no good. Rebound grab by Adalamoto underneath.
Moto's having a big game, getting a lot of boards, showing why he's so big and physical and taking advantage of that.
And he just drove the lane, put it up, got the finger roll, and scores, and it's 6-4, 15 on the shot clock. Pruitt dribbling around to his right, back to his left to Tarpey. Tarpey takes it underneath, feed left, right side, Dixon for 3, and it's good. He missed his first 2, he hits his third, and it's 12-11 Towson. Hawkins dribbling to his left, gets it in the left corner to Morsell. Morsell to Thomas, dribbles once, puts it up, and the freshman with the bucket. And the Tigers snap that long scoring drought. 8 on the shot clock as Keith comes to the top of the key. He'll launch a three-point shot. Too strong, rebound grab by Morsell. Mike takes it back up, lays it home. Beautiful move by Mike Morsell. He's got 7, and the Tigers down 2. 31-24, Tigers down 7, 4:35 to go in the half. Birchfield works it over on the right side to Pruitt. Pruitt gets it on the wing to Malinowski. Malinowski down low to Seacat, who was wide open for the easy layup, 33-24. Hawkins brings it over midcourt. Again, William & Mary in that zone, and Byron just dribbling at the midcourt circle. Down to 10 seconds. Byron dribbling to his right. He's going to launch the three-point shot, and he hit it. Byron Hawkins with his second 3. 3 seconds left. Dixon brings it over midcourt, and he'll launch it from there. No good off the side of the rim. So the Tigers will go into halftime trailing 39-34. And I'm sure Pat Skerry will tell you that was not a good half of basketball by Towson, and yet they're only down by 5. Cross-court pass to Cone, down low to Sheldon, intercepted by Tomaj Parker-Rivera. Tomaj gives it off to Adalamoto, feeds left side to Hawkins. Byron dribbling in, going to take it to the hoop, puts it up, banks it home. Byron Hawkins with 8, and the Tigers have cut it to 3, 39-36. That's a 9-0 run dating back to the first half. Into the left corner, three-point shot is short. Rebound Morsell. Mike dribbles up the floor, gets it over midcourt, comes down the left. He'll take it to the baseline, puts it up, and hits from 4 feet. Want to know where the foul was, didn't get it. 48-47, Tigers down 1. Todd back over to Birchfield, right side, and now he has his pass intercepted by Parker-Rivera. He'll go in for an uncontested slam dunk, and the Tigers with their biggest lead of the game, 60-54 with 9:13 to go. McNeil takes a couple of dribbles, gets it down low to Davis, backing in, turns, little hook shot is good.
That is bread and butter for Johnny Davis. That is his shot.
62-54, Tigers by 8. Feeds it in the left corner to Davis, bounces it down low to Morsell, back up top to Hawkins. Byron going to drive. No look pass to Parker-Rivera, slams it home.
Wow.
64-54, Tigers by 10.
How about that?
Feed on the right wing. Back up top, Cone for a 3, and he hits it. 68-59, Tigers by 9. And Cone, just an 11% three-point shooter coming in as he hits that one. 12 on the shot clock, into the left corner. Drive by Tarpey, feeds it up to Cone, wide open for a 3. Good, and he's fouled!
Wow.
This could be a 4-point play.
That's exactly the one thing Towson did not want to have happen, to give up a 3, but let alone give up a 3 and then get fouled.
Second free throw is also good. Tigers by 7. as Cone dribbles it up over midcourt, feeds it into the right corner. Shot goes off, but it won't count. The Tigers get to 10-4, 1-0 in the CAA. William and Mary falls to 8-4, 0-1 in conference play as the Tigers get this victory 76-69, and boy, that'll make for a happy bus ride home.
Sophomore Mike Morcell and junior William Adalamoto each scored 18 points en route to the Tigers' victory. Joining me now, as always, the head coach of the Tigers, Pat Skerry. And Coach, it was a great way to start off the conference on the road with a victory. And the most impressive thing was you were down 12 with 1:13 to go in the first half. Were able to overcome that and get on with that 6-point victory.
Yeah, good win on the road. Road wins are not easy to get, and especially in this league this year. And I was proud of our guys, the way they played Towson basketball in the second half. Took care of the ball. We really rebounded it, and we guarded them in the second half.
What was the difference in the last 21 minutes? Because you went on a 7-0 run at the end of the first half. What was the difference in the last 21 minutes as opposed to the first 19?
I think I'm still trying to figure that out based on our first two games. Trying to make sure we clearly identify who we are. Played two really good teams, both games. I just thought our mentality, we were aggressive on both ends of the floor, and I think it started with the tone we set defensively. I think that's who we are, but if we get away from that, that's not a good recipe for us either.
Well, one player who had a tale of two halves, Tomaj Parker-Rivera, really was non-existent in the first half, but he exploded in the second half and exploded early in the second half, which led you to get to that lead that you never gave up.
Yeah, he played a great game. That's what you need from a senior, what you expect from a senior, and he came through for us in a big way. And his defense and rebounding set the tone, and then he scored the ball. A lot of it was off his defense.
Then you had Mike Morcell, who came up with the 18 points to be the co-leader with William Adalamoto. And Mike has had kind of an up and down year from a shooting standpoint. And you had talked earlier that his percentages were probably down because he wasn't taking good shots. Has his shot selection improved?
Yeah, I think it has. He's, not that anyone played great the other night against Hofstra, but he scored the ball both games. He'll continue to score it moving forward. He's too good a player, too talented not to. And we need him to. I thought the impressive thing against William & Mary was two things. His defense on their leading scorer, Dixon, was terrific. It set the tone for us. He had 8 rebounds. Anytime your two guard can get 8 rebounds, that's pretty impressive.
The other thing you did, you shut down Pruitt. Along with Dixon, you shut Pruitt down. He scored some points late in the game, but he was really a non-factor for about 35 minutes.
Yeah, on Thursday we did a really good job on 2 very good scorers that they had, and Saturday not so good a job on a couple scores. So it's like I said, it's consistency, Spiro, and that's something that we've got to be better at moving forward.
This conference is a little crazy. I mean, we've only had one weekend of basketball played, and already only 2 teams are left that are undefeated. When you can steal one on the road, it's really, really impressive, and those things are going to really help you down the line.
Well, good or bad, we're back to square one because we got beat at home, got taken to the woodshed.
We'll get to that in a minute.
And we still won on the road. We played 2 good teams, so maybe 2 as good as they'll be in the league. But 2 undefeated teams. It's a top 10 conference this year. So every night's going to be a tough game, and we'll talk about it later this week. We got 2 more teams we're playing this week that are absolutely outstanding. So it's right off the bat, I don't know if we could have 4 more challenging type of games, and it's but you got to find a way to get it done.
Well, your first 4 games are against the teams that were picked 1, 2, 3, and 4 in the league. So
is that right? Good teams. They're all good.
Yeah,
they're all good this year.
They are all good this year. The Tigers winning against William & Mary 75-69. How about William Adalamoto and how he's adapted to sitting out for that year after transferring from Wake Forest, and how do you see his progression as the season's gone?
I think he's playing well. He, if you really look at us, he's probably been our most consistent player. He's getting 14 and 7. It's pretty good. Making his foul shots, getting in the line. They take care of the ball better. He's went up a little bit in conference. First couple of games, he's scoring more. Yeah, he's doing great. We want him to continue to be assertive. I think when he attacks the rim, he's virtually unstoppable. So we got to keep him in that mindset. I'm certainly glad he's on our team. He gives us gives us an all-conference weapon, in my opinion. He's been our best player.
One final note on that William and Mary game, it was the debut of Athletic Director Tim Leonard as my color analyst, and he's 1-0. You may want to think about that in the future.
Yeah, I heard he got a one-game contract and that wasn't renewed,
When we come back, we'll take a look at the Tigers' second CAA game against Hofstra. The Tiger Basketball Report returns right after these words.
Or is this the high? Just let it go, enjoy the ride. Without the low, there ain't a high.
AT&T knows the best kind of holiday is the kind where everyone gets what they wished for. Make this holiday extra happy when you buy one, get one free on our most popular smartphones. Like the Samsung Galaxy S6. Buy one, get one free. So spread some cheer and capture every minute of it. Right now at AT&T, buy one, get one free on our most popular smartphones.
How long does it take to change the game of basketball? Days, years, decades? How about 0.4 seconds? All of a sudden, big ain't so big no more. Small ain't so small. The step back three is the new dunk. Follow through is the new poster. Range is the new hang time. How long to change the game of basketball? 1 second or less.
Wise Market's ice cream plant is based in Sunbury, Pennsylvania, and locally owned and operated. We've been making our ice cream for nearly 50 years. We create roughly 70 flavors of ice cream right now. We use local ingredients, especially our cream, which is from our milk plant. The cream is what gives our ice cream a rich and creamy texture. Now, together with our customers, we've created a product called Peanut Butter Indulgence, which will be coming out this summer. It's a peanut butter ice cream with sea salt caramel swirl, chocolate-covered pretzel. How could you go wrong with that? Personally, I love our ice cream. If you come to our house at any given time, you'll find at least 5 packages of ice cream in our freezer. Our kids grew up eating Wise quality ice cream, and now we get to treat our grandchildren to it. It's been a pleasure for me to be tasting ice cream for over 40 years for Wise Markets, and I'm loving every minute of it.
Welcome back to the Tiger Basketball Report. I'm your host, Spiro Morekas, joined by the head coach of the Tigers, Pat Skerry. Following the Tigers' win in their CAA opener, they returned home to SECU Arena, where they were 6-0 heading into the game against Hofstra. Despite getting Walter Foster's third double-double of the year, the Tigers fell to Hofstra 90-58 and moved to 10-5 overall and 1-1 in the CAA. Let's take a look at that game's highlights.
Shot clock, feed left side to Davis, to Adalamoto, turns, shoots from 15 and hits. 3-2, Tigers down 1 as Green brings it over midcourt. Hands it out to Keith. Keith, right side to Adalamoto. Dribbles into the paint, feeds down low. Parker-Rivera, the slam dunk. 6-4 Tigers, 17:20 to go here in the half. Kuhn gives it off to Bernardi, back over to his right to Bowie. Bowie gonna dribble in, step back, 15-foot jump shot is good. 17-12, Tigers are down 5 with 11:20 remaining here in the first half, and Pat Skerry calls a timeout. Feed on the left side to Hawkins. Swinging around right side to Morsell. He'll launch a long three and he hits. Mike Morsell with his first points of the game. Tigers cut it to 19-17. Green behind the back pass to Kuhn, who drives, lays it up too strong. Gusti's the rebound, turns, gives it out to Tanksley. He'll fire a three-point shot and he hits it. Tanksley with 9 and Hofstra by 7, 24-17. Green gonna drive. Green feeds to Gustis, who lays it up and in. He's got 3 points. 27-21 Hofstra with 6:03 to go here in the first half. Byron bounces it at the foul line to Parker-Rivera. Out to Morsell. Morsell gonna dribble in. 7-foot jumper is good. Mike Morsell with 7. Tigers down 31-25. 3:55 to go in the half. Kuhn dumps it right side of the lane to Gustav. There's a feed back up top to Kuhn, wide open for a 3, and he hit it. 34-25, Hofstra by 9. the biggest lead. Feed, left corner. Work it down low. Dalamoto slam dunk. 40-27. 8 seconds. Feed intercepted by Dalamoto. He'll go in uncontested for the slam dunk. 45-29. They feed it to Kuhn, and Kuhn launches it, but after the buzzer, and that's where we are at halftime. Hofstra leading 45-29 with 5, with 4. Gonna dribble in, feed it out. Green with an NBA 3, and it's good. 53-38 Hofstra with 17:08 to go. Back to Green on the left wing. Gonna drive the baseline, spins underneath, reverse layup, basket is good, and he's fouled. He'll shoot a free throw when we come back. Timeout on the floor, 15:27 remaining in the game. Our score is Hofstra 57, Towson 42. Over to Hawkins on the left. Byron gonna drive. Byron, scoop shot is good. 60-44, Hawkins with 6. Morcell, cross-court pass, Ivory wide open, drives the baseline, hands it off to Dalamoto, lays it up and in. 62-46, Tigers down by 16 with 12:50 to go. Green feeds it out, Bernardi with an NBA 3, and it's good. He's 3 of 4 from three-point range. And it's now 77-49. Just dribbling out front, 12 seconds. He'll launch a three-point shot and hit it. 90-53.
As I mentioned, the Tigers were undefeated on their home court entering the game, and the loss was their first at home this season. Coach, you come off that win against William & Mary. Now you take on a Hofstra team that is high-powered, probably has the best backcourt in the league. To say things didn't go the way you wanted would be an understatement.
Oh, I'm surprised you found any highlights from the game. Maybe for Hofstra. Other than Walter Foster, I thought actually William was pretty good too. We played poorly. That takes nothing away from Hofstra. Joe Malik's a good friend. I called him yesterday to tell him how super they were. I don't think we were going to beat them with Gary Neal and Jarrell Benjamin on Saturday night. Thing that was disappointing was how we didn't guard and we didn't rebound. And against a team of that type of talent, that's a recipe to, like I said, getting taken to the woodshed. And I don't think I've been beaten like that since I was in 3rd grade and I fought my 6th grade neighbor. So it's that was a beatdown. Mentality, Spiro. We had a long film session on Sunday, and we started out. I brought him a bag of mixed nuts, because I'm not sure what we are right now. Cashew, we had pecan, we had almond. I don't know what are we getting. And 2 really good teams. One at home, who we've owned, kinda. One on the road, highest RPI in the league that we've had a lot of trouble with.
Right.
And we play really well and win against a team that gave us trouble, and get blown up by a team that we've played well against. So, we obviously will have to change some stuff in preparation against Hofstra, and we have this week in practice. We have absolutely went back to basics starting on Sunday with defense and rebounding, and that'll be something that even on that quick turnaround, there'll be no more. We have a game the next day. We got to take it easy. Not with this group. It's a mentality thing, I think.
When, as a coach, and you play a game like this where you really weren't in the game for the final 25 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
How do you decide whether you want to sit down and show the team the film, or how do you decide to say, better off we throw this one in the garbage can and not even look at it? Yeah,
no, we need to look at it, and we did. And we had a spirited film session on Sunday morning. And we needed to. We're still a lot of new faces, a lot of guys that are underclassmen, and it's early in conference play. So, we've got to learn from that and get better. Guys were excited to play, and they knew how good Hofstra was. That's why they were picked first. I just think what happens is we had some success against the zone early, taking layups and dunks, and then we take some bad jump shots, and we weren't ready defensively. And then if you stop scoring and you ain't guarding against them, they just keep scoring. One thing they can really do is score the ball. And Green makes them go. He's a special player. And it's just, I don't think we're as bad as we played. Joe's a good friend. I called him. He said they haven't come close to playing that well since he's had that group. And, I said, I hope you can bottle that up other than one night when we go back up there. So, I think it was extremes on both ends. But, I don't think you can just say, hey, throw it in the trash can, move on. There's some things we've got to make sure that we don't do. We did all kinds of stuff, like we changed coverages on ball screens, and we'd come out of a timeout and forget the coverage, and it's just some stuff that really are unacceptable.
The one stat that you had a real advantage in going into the game was rebounding, because you were like almost +8. They were basically even, maybe even a little more.
They were lowest in the league, yeah.
What was it that they were able to grab 10 more rebounds in?
I think the mentality, I mean, we didn't crash the offensive glass. We got to get back to offensive rebound. We haven't offensive rebound well enough against William & Mary or Hofstra. And, I don't know if it's because we've seen even more than I expected. We've seen all but 2.5 minutes of zone in the first 2 league games. So, but that's okay. That is what it is. So we got to make sure we adjust to that.
Conference play continues, and time for another break. Stick around. When we come back, we'll look ahead to the Tigers games against UNCW and James Madison. The Tiger Basketball Report with head coach Pat Skerry returns after these words.
Cold refreshment calls, Coors Light answers. Frost brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
Obviously, you want to be playing your best basketball coming down the stretch. If you are, it's very, very possible. You get the madness of March, you can strike gold at the right time. It's not easy to get to, but it's the goal.
March Madness returns to Baltimore for the 2016 CAA Men's Basketball Championship. Be there March 4th through 7th at the Royal Farms Arena as your Towson Tigers chase their dreams of playing in the NCAA tournament. Towson fans can find the best seats by visiting TowsonTigers.com.
For an athlete, there's nothing scarier than a torn ACL.
Athletes trust us with their care and their careers because we're a recognized leader in sports medicine.
Get back to your active life sooner with MedStar Sports Medicine.
Rock and Jump, the ultimate trampoline park, is now open in Towson. Get big air and have big fun at Rock and Jump. You and your friends are sure to have a blast in our state-of-the-art jumping arenas. Want to be a rock star with your kids? Book their next birthday party at Rock and Jump. Our slam dunk zones, high-flying dodgeball, and super popular X-Beam make Rock and Jump the most rockin' birthday experience around. With a private party room and a personal party host, a Rock and Jump birthday party is great for the kids and easy on parents. Visit rockandjump.com for all the info to book your party today.
Playing basketball is a tremendous education. I've always felt athletics and the CEA prepares you well for life. You're constantly faced with adversity.
It builds character, it builds leadership.
Our kids recognize the need to be successful on the court and for the rest of their lives.
One of these days, the air is going to come out of that ball. It's not going to be bouncing anymore. What are you going to do with your life? Get that degree, get a meaningful degree, so that whenever that ball stops bouncing, you'll be able to do something with your life.
Welcome back to the Tiger Basketball Report. I'm Spiro Morekas, joined by the head coach of the Tigers, Pat Skerry. This Thursday, the Tigers will be back in SECU Arena. They'll try to rebound from their first loss at home as they take on the Seahawks of UNC Wilmington. The game presented by Academy Bus, the preferred bus transportation of Towson Athletics. The game will be Healthcare Appreciation Night here at SECU Arena. And then 2 days later, the Tigers will head to Madison. Two teams that, in a way, are completely different. UNCW, they are the worst three-point shooting team in the conference. Madison, they're the second best three-point shooting team in the conference. But the one thing Wilmington does, not only do they take care of the ball, they're ball hawks because they're fifth in the nation in creating turnovers. Obviously, that's something you're going to have to stress to your guys.
Yeah, we turn the ball over, we won't beat them. They're good. Kevin Keats is a good friend who's done an outstanding job there. They're talented, they're deep. They play extremely hard, so we better put our hard head on and have the right mentality. And you got to take care of the ball. They're going to drive the ball, and they're going to get the foul line. They do foul a lot, but I haven't seen any Madison tape yet, and just well into Wilmington preparation, and it's got to take care of the ball. They're good. They're a good team. It'll be a big challenge. I'm really excited to see how we respond based on a really poor performance on Saturday.
The one thing is, I was looking over Wilmington this week. They're the highest scoring team in the league, believe it or not, more than Hofstra. They average almost 84 points a game. They're, I think, 22nd in the nation in scoring. Their leading scorer is only 15th in the conference, a kid named Fleming's, a junior. And then Craig Ponder is like 20th in the league in scoring. So they do it as a unit. I mean, everybody can score the basketball for them.
They play 10, 11 guys regularly, so I think they're probably the deepest group. Although both these teams have played this week are deep. A lot of different weapons. Terrific guards. Ponder and Talley are back from last year. Kid Ingram that sat out from Charlotte's good. Fleming's is a Division II transfer, believe it or not. He's a weapon off the bench. I have to say right now he's the best sixth man in the league. And then they got the kid C.J. Bryce, who will absolutely be an all-rookie team kid. So they're good. I don't know. We got to take care of the ball, and we got to keep them off the foul line. And I think most importantly, we've got to, we do what we do. We got to defend and rebound, and then, like I said, take care of the basketball. I mean, that's really the formula for us to have success.
You then head down to Harrisonburg on Saturday to take on Madison. They've got Ron Curry back, one of the best players in the league, obviously. He makes them go. You say you haven't looked at their film much yet, but, I mean, Madison is 11-4, I believe. They've had a very good start to their season.
Yeah, they've played a ton of home games. They've been, only lost a couple at home, and
big win against Richmond, which is always a big game.
Yeah, they beat Richmond. They're 1-1. They'll be ready for us. Matt does a really good job. Matt Brady. They're always a good offensive team. Curry's certainly a guy that's going to play after college. We always seem to have wars down in Harrisonburg. Thankfully it's not that long a trip. It's a quick turnaround. Every week we're traveling except for one, so. We better figure it out. I know our guys are excited to try and figure it out.
You mentioned that. Those games down at Madison always tend to be what you like to call a rock fight, and they always seem to come down to the end. What is it just the way that the two teams play that every time you guys get together it seems to be that type of a ball game?
Well, I hope we're not an easy out on the road. I hope we've got that mentality where to beat Towson you got to play close to 40 minutes to beat them. Even my first year here, when we were the worst team in America, it was right down to the last 2 minutes, and we've only, I think, won once there. We've lost a couple right at the end, and
some screwy things have happened.
One year they actually beat us. We had smoked the year they went to the tournament. We were banned. We smoked them. Remember, we smoked them home, and then we'd won 7 out of 8 down the road. I think we lost by like 3 or 4 there. That was our only loss. But it's they got a great atmosphere there. Second best band in the league after ours, and it's usually blaring in there, and that's fun. It's I can't say enough about the quality in the conference, and I'm sure you're enjoying. You're going to do 16 more of these, and then it's a couple games in the conference tournament. But it's
hopefully more than a couple.
3 is the goal. 3 is the goal. But it's been good. It's been as good. The league's as high as it's ever been, and I think that's. It's the depth of the league. There's quality and quantity, and it's death for coaches, but it's going to make for a lot of exciting nights.
Yeah, there's no top 50 team in the league. There's just a lot of really good teams.
Yeah, and there's no bad team either. So it's Drexel right now is the worst record. If you call the coaches in the league, ask any of them who wants to play against a Bruiser Flint team, they tell you that's like going to get a root canal without a Novocaine. So they don't want to do that either.
So the Tigers with UNC Wilmington and then James Madison this week. And again, every week the games are compacted to Thursday, Saturday. Couple of wins, and all of a sudden you find yourself moving way up in the standings and maybe separating yourself a little bit from some teams, which could be important down the stretch for seeding.
Yeah, I mean, Hofstra and Northeastern had 2-0 weeks. I'm sure teams we play this week as well as ourselves are saying, hey, can we grind one out Thursday and then see what happens on Saturday? If you have a 2-0 week, if you're fortunate enough to have one, you're sitting in Fat City because you're going to make a pretty good jump.
Can you look at it that way, that every week is like a little 2-game series, and 2-0 helps us, 1-1 okay, just don't go 0-2?
I think you talk some stuff as a staff, and you look around. Not with the players. We got to get ready. This group that we got, they got to be ready to practice today. That's it.
All right. We have reached our final break, but we'll be right back to wrap up this week's Tiger Basketball Report.
How long does it take to change the game of basketball? Days, years, decades? How about 0.4 seconds? All of a sudden, big ain't so big no more. Small ain't so small. The step back three is the new dunk. Follow through is the new poster. Range is the new hang time. How long to change the game of basketball? 1 second or less.
AT&T knows the best kind of holiday is the kind where everyone gets what they wished for. Make this holiday extra happy when you buy one, get one free on our most popular smartphones. Like the Samsung Galaxy S6. Buy one, get one free. So spread some cheer and capture every minute of it. Right now at AT&T, buy one, get one free on our most popular smartphones.
For an athlete, there's nothing scarier than a torn ACL.
Athletes trust us with their care and their careers because we're a recognized leader in sports medicine.
Get back to your active life sooner with MedStar Sports Medicine.
Towson is a big university with a small campus feel. It's about going to the school that was at the top of my list.
For me, it's about making professional connections. I was able to get an internship with the Baltimore Ravens.
Towson is about studying what I'm passionate about.
The Veterans Group helped me get plugged into Towson.
It's about the sense of pride you feel when you put on your uniform.
Towson is intramural basketball,
rock climbing and skydiving, the honors college, and figure skating.
It's all about club baseball.
Now that I'm a student here, I really couldn't see myself anywhere else.
Welcome back to the Tiger Basketball Report. Coach, thanks for joining us, and good luck against the Seahawks and the Dukes. All I can tell you about the game against Hofstra, Earl Weaver once said, you're never as good as you are. You're never as good as you look when you're winning, and you're never as bad as you look when you're losing.
I'm going to echo those sentiments and hope the great Coach Weaver is right, Spiro. I don't have much for you today. Just que sera, sera.
As we mentioned, the Tigers will finish up their quick homestand this Thursday at 7 o'clock. Healthcare Appreciation Day against UNCW, and then they're on the road 2 days later against the Dukes of James Madison with tip-off scheduled for 4 o'clock. Tune in to 104.9 FM at 6:45 this Thursday for the pregame show against UNCW, and then CBS Sports Radio 1300 at 3:45 for the game against Madison. That's going to do it for this week's episode of the Tiger Basketball Report. For head coach Pat Skerry, I'm Spiro Morekas. Have a great week, and as always, go Tigers.